welcome back to Mario Kart 8 200cc. Now we're moving on to the Special Cup, which has a fair couple of tracks I like, and it also has that fucking desert track. Cloud Top Cruise is such a babe of a track, both for the general sky aesthetic that looks gorgeous, and the music that samples a bit of probably my favourite Mario song, which is Gusty Gun Galaxy. I know the song that a lot of people associate with Mario is the grand theme from Mario Brothers, but for me it is Gusty Gun Galaxy just because of how perfect, like, the orchestration of that song, the melody itself, it's just such a great piece of music. And the thing that makes it even more hype for me is the Champions Road theme from 3D World is a kind of more upbeat remix of it, which I fucking love. I think it is slightly harder to dodge around the lightning sections of this track when you're on 200, and I'm also more hesitant to touch like them shortcuts with the thin leaves in the middle because I know I'm likely to come off of them. Don't worry, this won't be a complete sing-along LP. I just have my moments sometimes. I'm going to... Oh, thanks, Toad. I was going to try and dodge the banana there by reversing around it, but Toad took the hit for me, so... Thanks, Toad. Because the main melody of this piece of music is a kind of guitar readaptation of Gusty Gun Galaxy. But when it samples the orchestral parts itself, that's just when it like hits the sweet spot for me. Let's use the mushroom while I can. I'm a bit further back than I'm comfortable being right now. Gotta get me to the front somehow. And you are my first tool. I kind of lucked out there, not hitting the lightning. Do I dare try the shortcut? I tried, I failed. I'm in 7th. That was certainly a race that happened. And here we have my least favourite course in the game, because of some of the bloody turns. I'm not fond of having to turn on a dime in general. I'm really not fond of having to turn on a dime in 200cc. Like, that's the section in particular, that section right there. That section can go fuck itself. Because more often than not, you'll be mid-drift and you'll be lined straight up for that one little divider in the middle, not either of the paths. Meanwhile, there's my little dry bone buddies, operating as they're supposed to be. Though why they don't move out the way for their overlord dry Bowser is beyond me. I occasionally go into full concentration mode, which is what was kind of happening there, because as you've probably told, multitasking is not my strength, so just gonna try and play the game decently somehow. I'm just fucking around. That was not the best thing to try to drive on. Now I'm using the brake when I'm supposed to be just doing a standard drift, which is a bad habit to form because you don't want to come to a standstill when you're going around corners. You just want to smoothly kind of slow yourself down to make the turn more accessible rather than actually stop for it. I nearly had the top half that time. I normally get that. I don't know what's going on this run. I can tell already my final score for this cup's going to be embarrassing as fuck. Oh yes it is. 8th place. Look at this beautiful motherfucker standing in his cool lava pit. Bowser is such a badass character. He's my favourite Nintendo character in general, alongside Dragonite, but whenever he's got like his proper flame motifs and that going on, he's so fucking hyper. I think I commented on this a bit when we did the tournament over on Hellfire, but this song, the Bowser Castle theme, it sounds kind of like, I think the song's called Mechanical Resonance, one of the final egg themes from Adventure 1. It's got this similar sort of guitar riff going on to it. But there's also a brilliant mashup I've heard of this song and a couple of other Bowser themes that's mashed up with that Uptown Funk song. And it's just such, like, it's a mashup I would have never thought of, but it sounds cool. Like, it had so much more to the instrumentation of that song. It's well worth checking out. It's by the same guy who did that Pillar Man Lil Wayne mashup that also sounds sweet. Look at the fire effects like on his fists there as well. And I don't mind being pounded by Bowser's. Okay, I probably shouldn't have worded it like that, but I don't mind being pounded by that kind of statue. That was close. That was too close. Blue shell, no comment. Just annoyance. Now we get a pinch theme, and this pinch theme's hype too. Now this is where it goes like really Sonic Adventure 1 sort of territory in terms of music. This could quite easily be a later Adventure 1 theme. It wouldn't sound out of place at all. Come on, second. There we go. I'm aware that second is first place for losers, but I'm okay with being the top loser. It's called a road, it's called a rainbow road. It's also my least favourite of the on-disc Rainbow Roads. I think I like it a little bit more than the Super Nintendo port one that they did in the DLC, but I'd much rather play the N64 one over this. So this one, it doesn't have the same kind of majestical vibe that other Rainbow Roads do. And that's kind of brought on by the technological environment they're going for. Them things are so useful for shortcuts in 150, but in 200 they're also very useful for baiting you into driving off the track. And I didn't have one of those there then to use as an excuse, but that's the thing that happens. Parts of this do look cool though. Like the rainbow tiles on that section. It's just the part like what I've just landed on now that I'm not too keen on because it doesn't feel like Rainbow Road on them parts. In terms of, if we're going purely by the visual style, I think my favourite Rainbow Road overall is the Double Dash one. Purely because the whole trippy tie-dye in space shit looks so psychedelic and funky. I absolutely love that kind of art style. I just drove past my flesh, and my flesh just drove past me. I got him. I got him in the air, so I've been that dick I was complaining about earlier on. I keep accidentally hitting the camera button for some reason. Too soon. That's a useful shortcut, by the way, that one there. I didn't actually pick up on that until a little while later on. Come on, let's get me around here somehow. Yeah, I think my performance in this cup was absolutely horrible. Let's just see the damage. I don't know what to say. I am disappointed with myself because that is... I'm nearly 20 below the next player, who is fucking baby Rosalina. Yeah, okay, I did bad. See you all next time, folks.